the wide swathes of middle America knew Trump wasn't any saint, but they turned the electoral map red because they endorsed his bedrock positions that living standards were in retreat, inflation was too high, borders were not secure, and elites were too arrogant. Is that a fair assessment?
I think it's a very accurate assessment. I think they also saw that the occasional crudity of Donald Trump was almost a mechanism in their desperation that was necessary to get the attention of the elites. In other words, they wanted somebody who wouldn't equivocate and didn't come from that milieu. And so they were really saying, your agenda has no support, and yet you're ramming it down our throats, and you won't listen to us. And you make fun of us. You call us garbage, deplorables, irredeemables, clingers, chumps, dregs. These are all pejoratives that Biden and Obama and the Clintons have used. And you forced us to do this, but we have now a champion, and he's going to cut through all of this and remind you that we run the country and not Hollywood or the institutions or academia in Silicon Valley. And so they were in a complete bubble about what this earthquake was about to hit them, or this storm. Everybody could see it. I think some of them saw it, but the media felt in the last 72 hours, maybe, or 4 days, if they rigged a poll in Iowa, or they said that it was dead even, or that the Senate was going to be held by the Democrats, that would either get people to the polls, or it would raise money or create momentum. But John, there were so many indicators that would prove what Mr. Kelly said, that the registrations were an all-time high for Republicans. They had gained 600,000 registrations since the last time they contested Pennsylvania in 2020. They had been completely dumbfounded in 2020 on non-election day balloting, and yet they had more people non-election day ballot. They mastered the art of early and mail-in balloting than the Democrats did. They got almost 25% of black males that really, and then that wasn't really the key statistic. Black males who did not vote for Donald Trump stayed home. And so these big centers that they count on to swarm rural areas in Detroit, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, were not there in sufficient numbers. They said there was a female gap and that Donald Trump was a sexist and he had alienated women. He got, in many states, he got more suburban white women than did Harris. The Hispanic vote, and we talked about that. I had never seen and I live in a Mexican-American community, overwhelmingly so, but I had not talked to a Mexican-American over the age of 40, male, who was going to vote for Kamala Harris. And that had not been true in 2016. They even had the Amish going out. They worked the Arab American Muslim vote. They split the Jewish vote, which usually is 70-30. All of that was known to the pollsters and to the media, and yet they kept telling us that Donald Trump was dumbfounded by Saturday Night Live, that Donald Trump had threatened to kill Liz Cheney, that Donald Trump wanted to kill the media, and they didn't. Everybody got sick of them. They didn't like to be lectured to, and they knew what was going to happen. Everybody that I knew from the middle classes thought Donald Trump was going to win, and I could feel it.